Week 10 is in the books. A week we had. Uh, Bills go down again in similar fashion to the way we did, but very, to some would say, very enjoyable game. Maybe the best one all year. And Justin Jefferson, wow, we will get to him. We will bring you all of week 10 in the NFL and all our thoughts on how it shook down. Oh, yes. Hello and welcome to Full Time Sport Network, brought to you by channel sponsor Global Mapping Surveys Limited. They're backing us. They have a special promo code for you for a 10% discount should you need their service or recommend them. And, nice discount. But, man, week 10 in the NFL. For me personally, wasn't that great of a week. My fantasy team got smashed. My Bills take second consecutive L, um, which was really, really sad and depressing. And my picks did not go according to plan. I did very, very poorly in my picks this week. And my friend, Donnie Shoemaker, hello, welcome,
What's up, Brit?
sir.
You having a good one?
Not too bad. I caught a little bit of this cold flu. We got our first snowfall of the year. And of course,
Yeah.
boom,
Okay.
right away, don't I have to start feeling like crap?
You gotta be 3 years, then you'll be a northerner at
Oh,
least.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
No,
How
but
was your
that's what's
week,
up.
man?
Just tiring, long. Everything's just getting crammed, and we got 1 week left after Christmas, after Thanksgiving break, and then I'll be out of school for like almost 2 months. So
Right.
that'll be cool. Get a little break time. So that kind of looking forward to that. Not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Oh, dude. Who doesn't love Thanksgiving, man? You get a nice, wonderful turkey made. You get your
Yeah,
belly stuffed.
exactly. So one of my
Really,
favorite
dude,
holidays.
there's nothing to do but sit around and do nothing.
I think I'm gonna make
Like,
yeah
it's a great day.
fried deviled eggs. I think I'm gonna try this here.
Oh,
Yeah, something
nice,
different.
man. Nice. Well, let's get to it, man. Get cracking. Week 10 in the NFL, man. No Baltimore, no New England, no Jets, and no Cincinnati. They were all on bye weeks. Um,
Yeah, this was a hard bye week for me. It
oh,
felt like
yeah.
everybody that I had more two was out this week, but that's just the way it goes. Could be a better
It
drafter.
does. You always run into that week every year in fantasy. Um, so week 10 started off Thursday football, which has been shambles throughout the course of
Yeah,
the year. This one not too exciting.
I
But
mean, yeah,
Panthers come off with the win, 25-15 over Atlanta. Um, Carolina needs to win.
they
That
do.
this would have been a really, really good win for Atlanta if they could have
It
got
would
that.
have. Um, it started out with like maybe it could have swung the other way. I felt like as far as just like watching the game. I know that the points say otherwise, but you know, I felt like they equally matched at the beginning. They just kind of slipped away from it.
Yeah, Carolina definitely took more advantage of their scoring opportunities. I know it's a cliche in sports, but you take advantage of your scoring opportunities and you know, do a
I
lot
mean,
better.
Walker
Well,
didn't really do too great, but
no,
I mean,
yeah, it's
Foreman
just
picked up his tab. I mean, 31 times, 130 isn't bad. I mean, it's not like great, but I mean, you're getting the ball, you're getting the amount of touches is amazing.
oh
4 yards,
yes, dude.
yeah, it's a little, yeah,
Yes.
it's a little over 4 yards per carry, but you got the touchdown. I guess for that many times, yeah, you want to see those breakout runs, but 31 times, nobody's going to complain about that.
Right. Yeah. So the Falcons fall to 4-6. Carolina gets to 3-7. Of course, uh, New Orleans and Tampa Bay. They're coming up soon. In fact, Tampa Bay right now, they get the 21-16 over Seattle. Uh,
Yeah, Tom Brady never lost an international game.
right. Yeah, this was the Germany game.
Uh, oh,
Quiet,
I don't know.
quiet first quarter.
It was a weird first. Second, Tampa went away. Ran away with it. Not, I mean, two touchdowns, I guess. Isn't ran away
Right.
with it. But I mean, really, after that, they just kind of squeaked by with that one touchdown at the very end.
Right. Do you care anything at all about the 13 points Seattle put up in the fourth quarter?
It looks cool. I mean, you keep saying Gino is like, I guess, man, he's what,
I say
23
not
of
bad.
33, 275, two touchdowns, ball control. Uh, I mean, it looks good. I don't think Tampa's like balling out of control either. I think,
No.
I mean, what Seattle's got a better record.
Yep. Seattle falls to 6-4. Tampa Bay goes to what's that? 5-5.
Yeah, so they're sitting at 500 right now. I mean, it's cool seeing. I guess Seattle not do as bad as I thought they were going to do. That's. I mean, that's. I'm not being rude, not being nice about it. Just
Right.
they
I
could have
got it
been
way
way
wrong,
worse,
dude.
huh?
Like they eclipsed my win total already.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought the. I mean, I thought the Tampa would do a little bit better than they are right now. Uh, They just don't look good.
Right.
They look like they're kind of, I mean, they handed the ball off to Fournette. I get that, but it seems like the
Mhm.
wide receiving core is having a little trouble.
It
And
does.
it doesn't seem to be getting fixed. And every week they're like, it's going to get fixed.
Which is
And
weird when you consider who is at the helm.
yeah,
So let's move on to what I don't want to move on to, but hey,
man, it's so bad.
it was a game in the NFL. In overtime, Minnesota takes down my Buffalo Bills 33-30. Um, my rant is pretty much exactly the same rant as last week.
Why does he throw
What
the interceptions?
second half
Ball
was
control.
poor, so poor. He can't take care of the ball. I get this whole gunslinger. He's a gunslinger, so blah blah blah. Let him do what he wants to do, and blah blah
You're a
blah.
gunslinger when you're scoring, not throwing
I,
interceptions.
yeah, you're careless with the ball
Yeah. He
at
got
this point, man.
he got
And
he got frustrated in the beginning and then he kind of overplayed his hand at the end.
yeah, and frustration leads
Yeah.
to horrible, horrible mistakes. And this isn't a one off, man. We saw it last week.
Yeah.
Happens again this week. I mean, we didn't blame him for the playoff loss in Arrowhead
Yeah.
because, he's not the one who decided he wasn't going to cover Hill or Kelsey.
Yeah. But he played much better last year than he has been this year. I mean,
Yeah,
as far
but
as
I mean,
ball safety goes. And I think that I'm not saying that the Vikings weren't playing good because they were. Jefferson had like that awesome catch, all that
oh, right
stuff.
from the get go, dude.
But the truth is, the Bills kind of gave him that away. I mean, two interceptions in the in the end zone, and there was that fumble in the end zone. It was all over the place. It was bad news.
dude, it was, and it's what I don't get here with like Josh Allen, man. It's
Cause
like
yeah,
these big time, and even the Jets won a big time situation. This really it is because when you're looking at who Minnesota is and what um how they're trending, so like this is a big important game.
they are
This is
trending.
second half. You got to play really good football. Fourth quarter, you got to play even better football, and neither one of those were the case, man. The second
No,
half was the second half was horrible.
I even had to
So
watch
horrible.
the highlights again just because I had to see.
You didn't believe it the first time you saw it?
I saw it. Yeah, I watched it live, and then I rewatched the highlights. I just couldn't believe it, dude.
It-
I wasn't expecting that.
no,
I thought it
I
was gonna
for
be a
sure
close game,
wasn't.
but I don't like that.
No, no. I mean, you know, I'm a happy guy going into halftime, and then right out of the gate, they throw a pick, and
Yeah,
we can't do anything with the ball. So it's kind of like, oh no, oh no. But we hold, and then they start scoring touchdowns, and we start turning the ball over. Well, it and then
it was a
overtime,
travesty. It was a travesty.
like,
That's all
and
I
then
can say about that. I
you
mean,
got to throw a pick in overtime too to lose.
to
Like
really,
you lost
really
because you threw a
set your
pick,
team off, really boost morale.
dude. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
man. All these teams that we thought we were gonna do fairly well are kind of slowing down.
yeah. So the Vikings, tip of the cap to them and Justin Jefferson, really good game. They go to 8-1. Bills fall to 6-3. Lions Bears 31-30 in favor of the Lions. Uh, Lions are now 3-6. The Bears 3-7. Uh, crazy game. Um, where was it? Uh, yeah, Fields.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's either a running
same
back or
thing
a
again.
quarterback.
Same thing we said about him last week,
Yeah,
and you know,
put the numbers.
I don't think you're gonna win like very very many games, and this is not a good Detroit team.
It's not, and they won by 1 point. I mean, Detroit's not good this year. They put up all those points at the beginning of the year, right? The highest offensive line, but they've still. I mean, pretty much since then they've just been downhill. All
Right.
the injury and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, even that, like being a bear, the Bears game plan, that's not going to hold off forever. I
No,
mean,
no. I do like
run
how
the ball.
Herbert had one more carry than
Yeah,
Montgomery.
yeah.
I was looking for more than that.
More
And
production too. Five point
yeah,
seven yards. You know, instead of 4.1.
and they threw him the ball four times, which
So
that's good. Claypool still like
yeah, I sat him this week. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know if he's going to be able to flow well into this system.
right. Yeah. I
It
mean
seems like
he
Fields trying to keep it on the ground.
yeah, with him.
Yeah,
But
with
he
him.
can't he can't do that. Like you put up 30 points,
Yeah.
but
And half of those are from your rushing quarterback, you know.
right, yeah. And you're not bringing home W's doing all that.
No.
So,
Working too hard and not getting the results.
oh, dude, you hate that. And as a fan, I mean, you gotta hate that.
Yeah.
As good as he's gonna be,
You guys
you're
surround him with good people.
you're still gonna take an L to Detroit.
Yeah.
And I didn't think Detroit was overly impressive
No.
at all. I mean, golf pedestrian. at best.
I mean, St. Brown was pretty much the highlight of their team. Didn't get the touchdown, but
He's good.
he is good.
He's a very good player. I'm a fan of his. Uh Chiefs go to 7-2 with a 27-17 victory over the Jags. They fall to 3-7. What can I say about this game? The Chiefs are going to win games. They should.
I was gonna say this. If this was walking in, you could tell this was going to be a Chiefs victory. Unfortunately, I mean, he did what he needed to do. You know, was it 26 for 331, four
Mm.
touchdowns? Yeah, one interception. But I guess if you throw four touchdowns, I can let you have one interception.
Yeah, and a few turnovers by Kansas City too, which uncharacteristic of them. But
Well, the Jags have a weird
Jacksonville,
defense.
yeah,
I've always
Jacksonville
thought
could
they've kind of defense that's underrated. I mean, as far
right,
as
but the
Jags,
offense needs to do something with the
yeah,
football.
that's what I was gonna say.
And
More
like
moving the
I don't
football.
I'm not
I mean, they're
Jag
throwing the
fan.
ball.
Yeah, like Trevor Lawrence. Do you eventually say we got it wrong and turn him
Well,
into a backup quarterback?
this will be what the end of his second year, or third year.
Yeah, he's still. I think
I think this is his second full
second
year.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, maybe third. Maybe this was his third. Either way, he's fairly still young. He just cut his
True.
like main running back. Um,
Coach, new coach.
yeah, Kirk is your top, you know, wide receiver. I don't know. I think the whole team. I mean, it's not just Lawrence. I
Yeah.
don't think he's like really balled it out like people thought he was, and they were better last year. So saying he's going to do something with these guys this year is hard to say. Um,
Right.
get some wide receivers maybe.
Yeah, you would definitely think that. So off season, I mean, you hate to already talk about the off season, but
I mean, who are you going to pick up? Where are you going to follow? It just depends really where you fall in your draft picks.
right, and
At the
then
same time, too.
what kind of free agents you think you can
Yeah,
convince, but you got to sell them on Trevor Lawrence,
yeah you get rid of them, try to sell them high. I
right?
mean, hasn't really shown a lot of really big games that you could sell them high on.
Speaking of a quarterback, you really don't have to sell much on Tua and them Dolphins. They what a bad time for the Bills to take an L this week. Dolphins win 39-17. They go to 7-3. Browns fall to 6-3. And I mean, uh, it started off kind of good for Cleveland, and then it all went downhill from there.
I don't even know if it really started off even good for Cleveland. It seemed
Hey,
like I
anytime you
guess
can start the game off with a score,
I know, but
but then you turn the ball over so much. Brissett is
that's
not
what I was
good.
gonna say. Just maybe that I guess right in the beginning, but other than that, I felt like just pretty much right after that, it was no hope. They kind of maybe got a little of a resurgence at the beginning when they came back from halftime, but
Hmm.
I mean nothing worthwhile.
Yeah, but
I was actually pretty disappointed in this game. Not gonna lie, I thought the Browns were gonna put up a little bit better fight. This will be the last week without Watson, so next week we'll see
oh
him come
yeah,
back. I mean that's,
well,
that's just,
I'm
I mean what
sure
are we at?
I'm
Three
sure
and
I'll have a
six.
lot.
I don't think it's going to help the Browns get into the playoffs this year, but it will be
No,
cool to see how they could potentially be coming into next year.
right. Tua had a really good day. This kid, like, he's insane.
They're all good.
Like, he just wins.
Yeah,
Tua just freaking wins. Jeff Wilson had a good day on the ground
I
too.
did
Like
see that.
everything the Dolphins wanted to do, pretty much. He spread the ball out amongst his wide receiving core very well. 39 points. That's very well impressed. Very well impressed.
Yeah. Uh,
Um, I think Miami's gonna.
I know. It's
Uh,
like it's not looking good for the Bills.
no,
Miami
we
can
can't. We
tell.
can't be doing this crap like we did
Yeah.
this week and the previous week, man. Gotta pull it together. A team who needs to pull it together, but will they ever? Houston goes down again. They're
Yeah.
1-7-1. They got beat by your New York Football Giants, 24-16. Uh, the Giants, man, like winning, keep on winning. Like this is
I would say I don't know, but the Eagles losing to the Redskins. I mean, sorry, the Washington State team. I do apologize. Um, it's just it really brings it back. Really brings that division back together.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty close. Barkley had a great day.
Yeah.
Uh, Jones didn't do much. He only threw the ball 17 times, but he didn't throw a pick, which you shouldn't be throwing a pick with only 17 throws.
I was gonna say it's not a lot of throws. I mean, almost broke the 200-yard mark though, 2 touchdowns, like you said. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think this is the Texans what needs a team to beat. But
So it's just beat Saquon. We'll
it's
get the
not.
job
I
done.
mean, they've been doing that all year, and it's been kind of working out for him. 35 touches. I
Mm,
mean, that's pretty good.
dude.
That's a lot of touches.
Oh, heck yeah, it is, man. And I know a lot of people happy to see that, happy to see Barkley do well. I mean, we put them on notice
Yeah,
coming into this year.
and he showed face.
Right.
So
Um, Saints and Steelers, two teams that are not doing good at all. 3-7 for the Saints. Steelers 3-6. Steelers take it 20-10. Uh, somehow somebody ended up wanting to win. I mean,
it wasn't
like
the Saints. I can tell you that much.
it wasn't like
I
they
mean, neither
they
team looks
need
very
to
good. Harris
figure
was having
it
trouble running
out.
the ball. Then he got hurt, and so
Right.
I mean,
Which is a bummer, dude.
bummer, man. I gotta just let that guy go in fantasy this year. Um,
Dude.
I mean, I get it. Pickett's really not the answer, but
Mm-mm.
both teams. I really didn't see. I mean, I thought Winston was going to be the quarterback for the Saints for a little bit longer. Andy Dalton's just kind of doing Andy Dalton things now, so both teams
Right.
just kind of looks lackluster to me, and it's unfortunate because these are usually two really strong teams.
Right. Speaking of New Orleans, like Alvin Kamara, like what?
They just didn't, they didn't use him a lot.
No, he got what?
8 carries,
Excuse me.
26 yards,
Yeah, like.
and then three catches for 19. So I
Hmm.
mean, that's kind of unprecedented for him, especially with a weak quarterback. You would think that they'd be giving him the ball more.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
Thomas's injury. I mean, it's really not a lot. There's not a lot of other names on that team that are really going to stick out as far as playmakers.
Right,
They
but
just
Pickett has to do better, man. You threw the ball 30 times.
yeah,
Like, I need you to complete more passes than 18.
right. Didn't even break the. I mean, technically 199, but still didn't break the
Right.
200 mark.
Get the ball to Johnson a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think would be a good idea. Najee Harris is running the ball so good, but now
he was making
he
those. Yeah, yeah,
whatever his status is going to be,
yeah.
it's not something. It's not a loss that the Steelers can afford. But I don't think anybody really had high hopes, crazy expectations for the Steelers.
The Steelers are having a bad season, man.
Yeah, Yeah, so are the Broncos, who I called.
Yeah,
Got
we
that
knew
one
that was
right.
going to happen.
They fall to 3-6. They lose to the Titans. 17-10. Titans go to 6-3. Somehow the Titans are 6-3.
Derrick Henry, that's how, bro.
Dude, Derrick Henry.
That's how. What do you mean somehow?
I mean, he did squat this week,
Yeah.
but
Well,
Ryan Tannehill takes care of the football.
you gotta have your off
Uh,
days. You can have your off days.
Denver's not that good, so they make mistakes.
That is true.
A whole bunch of punting. Whole lot of punting in this game, dude.
Yeah. Well, Denver's kind of been crappy all year,
Yeah, I
and
didn't have expect that much. I would have expected more out of Tennessee from this game, to be honest.
yeah, surprisingly, they kind of did hold Henry in check.
Yeah, they held Henry in check. Tannehill was
He got his two
Tannehill.
touchdowns that he needed to win,
He
and then
did.
I
And he
mean
took care
that's
of the
it.
football. Uh,
Uh,
he
Wilson
liked
just, I
Westbrook.
mean, he's struggling out there.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Those
know,
passes
man.
aren't opening up for him. He's looking around the field like, where am I supposed to throw this? And then he ends up running, and can't run nearly as fast as he used to. How
Oh,
many times
dude.
are you gonna get hit?
Oh, like he can't afford too many.
Yeah.
I forget how long he signed this, or
What was it? Wasn't it like was it 10 years? Or did he say he wanted to play another 10 years?
maybe one of the two. But there's no way he has that in him. I'm a
No
Russell
way.
hater,
I know it was like
but
what 214 million or something.
right. Um, Colts get a much needed win, 25-20 over the Las Vegas Raiders, who are having a mare of a season.
Oh yeah.
Nothing they
Freaking
do
Devontae
in
Adams is
any
pissed
game
off
looks
at him.
good.
He's
He
not
should
happy
be.
being on that team. I don't even know how much they had to pay him for him to say yes to that.
Like, like, come on, man.
Or at least for the shareholders of Green Bay to be like, okay, that's fine.
Right. And I mean, Matt Ryan gets to start again.
Yeah, but
Very pedestrian.
that doesn't say it's
Taylor Taylor had a
came
really good
back.
game. That
Yeah,
was like, hey,
it's
hey,
nice to
y'all
see
remember
that.
Jonathan Taylor?
I mean, I thought Matt Ryan would be a little bit better for him, but doesn't seem to be. Plus, all the injuries happened at the beginning of the year. The Colts are just having a hard time, that's for sure.
Yeah, but they
But
get a win.
over the Raiders, who potentially
Derek Carr, 248
are
for
like
2
one step
touchdowns.
above Houston right now.
Like, if you're, well, obviously with the situation, I guess you're going to let Derek Carr see this year out.
Yeah, I figure.
Do you think
Trade over already.
they ride with him through his contract, or do you think
Oh
they
man,
make a
it's
move
just,
in the offseason?
I think they gave him what that he wanted, and he's not producing. I don't know if he stay with him anymore.
Because like, what
What's
more
his
can you ask
guaranteed
from
money? It's
Devonte
really
Adams?
yeah,
Like, Devonte Adams had a great game. Jacobs was really good. Gave him the ball quite a bit.
yeah.
Had good yards and a touchdown. And you can only
And,
muster up 20 points.
yep. I mean, no interceptions.
He yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
maybe being harsh, putting
no,
this
I don't think that.
on Carr,
I don't
but
see him very many more playing very many more games after this year for the Raiders. But I don't know
they're
who they
hard
can
to
do.
watch
And it's been like that for several years. It's not.
because they can't say they don't have the talent.
They've almost got there once or twice in the last couple of
Right,
years.
right. Another overtime game. Like, what a thriller. this was a game I did not see coming. Uh, 31-28 Green Bay
Yeah,
goes to 4-6
I
Dallas
couldn't believe it
falls.
either. Aaron Rodgers was
Dude,
like, "Hell no, I'm not losing. And if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna be the team that nobody thought I was gonna win." That
dude,
beat. Yeah,
I like
yeah. It was
really thought Cowboys would have this. What they were up by 14.
going into the fourth. Yeah, but then they switched. I mean, yeah, because they both had 14 going into the half, and then
Right,
Dallas got
yeah.
14 in the third.
Yeah, it was
Green Bay in the fourth.
28 to 14
Yeah.
at the end of the third. And
Held them.
uh Green Bay just went boom. For Dallas, Pollard, we say this every
Yeah,
freaking week. Pollard Pollard looks to be the real
they
deal.
got to give him a better contract next year.
Oh, CeeDee
But
Lamb. This is what Cowboy fan wants out of CeeDee Lamb.
oh yeah,
Very good production. Uh, two interceptions by Dak though. Those three touchdowns.
yeah, uh,
But
it's a lot of interceptions.
yeah, you're going up against Aaron Rodgers, who did nothing really,
Yeah, I
but
was
he threw
surprised how
for
close. I mean, I can't believe they came back and won.
he
Truthfully,
threw for three touchdowns. The yards won't blow you away.
no.
Aaron Jones had a really good day on the
Yeah,
ground for Green Bay. Uh, Still not much from Sammy Watkins. Lazard
no.
was kind of in the background.
I was really hoping Lazar would put it on for that number one this
Oh,
year,
I
but
thought he would too, man. Easy peasy.
yeah, he was doing really well last year. But no, it just didn't happen.
Right, but Christian Watson, the guy who,
That's a highlight of yeah,
I mean, 8 targets. So Aaron was feeling him.
yeah.
That's a quite a
I
bit
mean,
of
all three of
throws.
his touchdowns were to him, so
Right, yeah,
that's building trust for sure.
yeah, but a big win for the Packers.
Yeah, they
Uh,
needed this one.
yeah, because Minnesota's, I mean, they're probably running away with it anyway.
Yeah, I think
But you
so.
got to be thinking wild card.
It's
Uh,
well, 4-6. You're hoping, yeah, maybe a wild card.
right. Um, Unfortunately, Cooper Cup goes down. They're saying he might be out for the year.
Yeah, I saw that high.
Yeah,
Was it high ankle sprain?
yeah. Rams fall to the Cardinals 17-27. Cardinals are now 4-6. Rams are 3-6. Who would have thought Seattle would be the highlight of this division?
Which no nobody.
Not me for sure.
No,
That's all we'll focus on, is what I said.
pretty sure we had him last in the division, if anything.
100%. I might have
Yeah.
had Arizona last
Um,
because I don't think highly
and
of
if
Kyler
if
Murray.
Cup's gone for the year, the Rams are pretty much gone. They're toast. If there was ever a chance of them coming back, they just look miserable on the field. They look like they're
It,
not having fun, and they just forgot how to do what they did last year.
yeah. I mean, for Arizona, I mean, it's a win. I don't even know if I could call it a good win because it's not like
Hey,
this game was really good.
it was not. I mean,
I
Connor
don't want to
just
say
as much
I don't want
as
to
I
take
talked
anything away
about him this
from.
year, nothing.
Oh, dude, he was the guy we've been watching. Pittsburgh, right?
It's Pittsburgh, yeah,
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, he's going to go out, be a number one. He might have something to do," but no,
nah.
no.
I
Colt
mean,
McCoy,
I was gonna say you got Colt McCoy throwing you the ball. I mean, throwing the ball for your team, I should say.
right? Yeah,
Like your expectations probably aren't too high to win, but
yeah,
you did win, and that should have never happened.
right.
It's like Colt McCoy beat the Rams. It's
D Hop
insane.
doing D Hop things. Rondo Moore, Randall Moore had a good game. He's a good wide receiver. But like you said, yeah, a little bit more out of Connor. I mean, you got 2 touchdowns, so
I was saying, and then
very good day.
Ertz has been putting in work, but then he got hurt. Right, he's out for the season,
Yeah.
and so that's gonna suck for them because he was getting some touchdowns there for the last couple games. Like they
Hmm.
were kind of feeding him in that red zone.
Right. Sunday night football. Both these teams now are 5-4. Chargers fall to the Niners, 16-22. Uh, this is one I was like, dude, the Chargers got to get this,
Yeah,
but no, it started off good. If
the
you're a Charger
49ers just
fan,
have a good. The 49. Yeah, I know.
really good first quarter.
I I like the 49ers defense. I was really mad at Herbert. I don't know, dude. He just hasn't been doing this what I want him to do this year.
Uh,
I don't think it was like a great first quarter. I guess defensively, yes, but
oh
and
no, no, if you're a Charger, for
the
Charger
game.
fan. Well, Mike Williams did practice today,
Okay,
so they may be getting him back. I mean, like you said, I expected more out of Herbert, even with your top receiver gone. I get it, I do, but still expected to do a little bit better, man. These all checkdowns and stuff.
yeah,
Like you throw the ball, you complete 21 passes. You can't break 200 yards.
yeah, that's true.
But he's going to hopefully get his best wide receiver back. They need to do something on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think
Like
Eckler's
the,
the
the, the
answer.
Chargers not being able to run the ball. And
That's what's hurting them.
it's got to be more frustrating for Charger fan than like what I'm saying. But not being able to run the football is annoying.
Yeah,
You got to be able to run the football. You can deal with it sometimes when you win, but like this was the game I expected the Chargers to win. It looked like they were going to win.
mm, I don't know, man. I kind of think that 49ers pretty much rocked this game.
I mean, the second half for
I
sure.
know the second half technically 9-7. They were already up by 4 coming into a second. So they were
But
up.
if the Chargers could run the ball, they could have done more in the second half.
That's what
I
I'm
would
saying. They
I would
weren't.
think.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Would it be enough for them to pull off the win if they would have just ran the ball better or ran the
Eckler didn't
ball a
seem to
little bit
have a
more?
trouble running the ball last year. He just seems to. It's not going the right way for him this year.
Yeah, and I will give it to the offense of this Mitchell McCaffrey duo thing. Like it's gonna give a lot of teams something to think about because they're both talented backs. We
Yeah,
all know how good they both are.
yeah. I think McCaffrey came in and showed that he still had it, and then it's going to kind of work them both.
Right, and
If it's
we
working,
said it would take a little while for him to find his feet in San Francisco. It's definitely going better for San Francisco's offense
yeah,
than for McCaffrey to get going. But the offense is rolling, and
yeah. Garoppolo's not looking like too great, but that's how he does.
right, Monday night football, man.
That was a
The
very disappointing game for me. I'm not
the
gonna lie.
the Eagles
I was not expecting the Commanders to
finally,
beat them.
yeah, yeah, the Eagles finally take an L. Uh,
I felt like to any person that they could have lost to, it's like the Bills losing those division games.
dude, right? And I'm like, this had trap game written all over it.
Yeah, it is.
Uh, Philly, I mean, just they were okay at the beginning, and then the offense wasn't doing anything, and the
No.
defense couldn't stop Washington.
Yeah.
And
McLaurin
then,
was looking good.
well, you get a garbage touchdown in the fourth to make it not seem that bad. But this was complete,
They looked very
like,
frustrated the whole game, truthfully.
yeah, Hurts out of sorts. Miles Sanders, he was effective, but he didn't get enough touches.
Yeah.
But I understand it. You're
Playing
playing
from
from
behind, yeah.
behind. You got to throw the ball. But yeah, but Washington 5-5 now. Philly
Yeah.
8-1, still clearly
Ahead of
there.
the
But
division, but still.
do you think this is like a blueprint on how to
Beat the Eagles?
yeah,
I don't know, man. I felt like they were just. I felt the Eagles were just off. Like
right. And
they didn't take into consideration enough, or they didn't. I don't want to say looked at enough, plays or different reels and stuff like that, or what it is. But it looks just like they didn't expect them to play that well, and because they weren't ready for it, it just stopped them in their tracks, and they just seemed like to be in a bad mood. Is what it seemed like. I think you're going to give them a game to rebound. You get kind of high in the clouds, thinking you're
right.
untouchable. You come in and play a team that everybody thinks is pretty much falling apart. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Any given Sunday kind of stuff. But is it the blueprint? I don't really think it's a blueprint
Okay.
because
Do
the
you think
blueprint would
what
be
do you think Washington found their blueprint
to win.
on their game plan and what they should do?
I think
Feed your
Heineke's
running
getting a
back?
little more. Yeah, the running back thing is a trouble with them and has been. Um, Gibson really never like picked up. Yeah, he got a touchdown this week, but last year he seemed to be moving the ball much better than he was doing this year. He struggled at the beginning of the year. They got Robinson, pretty much what he had almost twice the amount of carries. So they're using that. So obviously they're not happy. I think Heineke's stepping in there and kind of getting comfortable. Uh, you can kind of see them progressively getting better. McLaurin just needs a quarterback that can throw him the ball. He obviously put in work. So
Well, he
that's
hit
more.
him 8 out of
I know,
11.
I know. 126. I mean,
Let's do
128.
that more consistently.
Yeah. I think once they get it's cool seeing Heineke kind of fall into that role. Is he the
Uh-huh.
solution? We'll see. He's probably going to be the solution for the rest of the season. So we'll see how he gets to play out. Uh, and then the running back situation. Even if you're going to do that tandem thing the rest of the year, see how that goes. I mean, you want to play these players, and then hopefully that maybe you can sell them or see where your draft picks are next year. Um,
Right.
Based
So
on how
would
they're
you
playing.
would you go more even touches between Robinson and Gibson, or would you choose a lead back?
Well, let's see. Half the carries, 20, half the yards, same pretty much average. The field's being opened up more now than it was last year. So saying that Gibson's worse, it's kind of hard. I think Gibson gets a start still, but Robinson obviously is there making those touches no matter what I
Because,
say.
like you just said, they're really not doing anything different. They're just switching the
Yeah.
two roles, which who gets the ball more. And just by doing that, like you just said, it has obviously opened the field more. He was able to see McLaurin, and he was able to hit him
Well,
8 out of 11 times.
I think Heineke had something to do. I'm saying with opening the field, like he hit McLaurin more often now so they're not stacked up on the bot. They're not stacked up on him right now.
Right.
They're opening up the field a little bit more for him, so they're going to run the ball more. Um, but they're both doing about the same amount of work based on their touches.
The results are the same,
Yeah,
right? It's just the defense reacts differently
to who's
to
in the bot, who's
who's
there, who's
there.
running for him. So obviously,
Right.
um, I think they're both going to get the fair amount, the same. They're going to produce the same amount as far as touches goes. I mean, Robinson's gotten more touches the last 2 weeks, so you assume that trend keeps going.
Right.
Gibson's already had his time to kind of show what he was doing, but obviously he's not doing so bad that they're going to take him out because Robinson is now stepping in, like doing tons of work. They'll probably go. Let's find another running back here pretty soon. Probably not this season, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try to draft somebody.
Mhm.
You
Do you
know,
think I mean they'll probably look at other quarterbacks.
uh,
But do you think they'd look at a guy to push Heineke
depends what
or
positioning they're getting the quarterback at.
true? And it depends how the rest of the year goes too also.
If he goes out on like a losing, if he makes it, they make it to playoffs because potentially they still could make it to playoffs. I wouldn't think, or even they give him a fighting chance. As long as I think they don't finish last in the division, he's probably got a good chance
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
stay. I
Um
mean, because a lot of those guys, Daniel Jones, he's probably fighting for his job this year, still, because obviously Barkley is the one putting in the work.
right.
Anybody can do that level of of work in the NFL if you're a quarterback, So it's nothing special he's putting up.
Right. So, you know, 9, 10 games is what's the do you have a particular team you're like I think they're golden, they're good, they have nothing to worry about.
I think all. I don't think any of the teams are. I thought the Eagles were pretty going to be on track, but it only takes that one game. I
And
don't
see
think
how they
that
bounce back.
it's really how they bounce back.
Right.
I like to say they're on the straight and narrow to make it pretty far. I think the 49ers are going to be a pretty strong team. And I mean, I think a lot. Oh, and the Dolphins.
The Dolphins. I would like
The Vikings.
see I wouldn't say like the Vikings. I was high on them, but I couldn't give them their wins.
Yeah.
So they flipped me the bird and said, "We'll go out and make our own wins. In fact, we're going
We'll
to take
take
one
one of
from you."
yours. Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think that's the team. They're really good. Uh, they're clearly the best team in their division,
Yeah.
like by
Definitely, man.
far. All right. See, let's wrap this up. We'll go through week 11 here. Another is this going to be another Thursday Snorefest or what kind of high hope you have for this Titan Packer game?
Uh, I think it could be a see it could be a Packer victory. I'm trying to win. I think if they can stop Henry, I think the game will be kind of pretty lackluster as far as Tennessee is concerned.
Right.
Uh, don't
Two
expect
really
much for
good
this game, but I
backs.
can definitely see the Packers taking this game away from Tennessee fairly easily.
Uh, Bears Falcons.
Who do you think's going to win?
I want to go Bears.
That's who I probably would go with.
Fields doing
Fields
field
Fields
stuff.
can't do it forever, but he can do
I
it
think
right now.
Atlanta is one of the teams that can uh beat doing that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to hold faith. I got Bills over the Browns.
Yeah. Should. If they lose to the
Uh,
Browns, then we're in a slippery downward slope.
oh yeah, it gets
It's it's
shaky.
it's right now. It's like a little rickety. Like you just
Right now, it's
trip-
kind of like,
you tripped on a little rock, but
dude,
like you didn't slide all the way down the hill.
right? But you stumbled. You lost your footing.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected.
Uh, I think the Eagles bounce back, take care of
This
the
should be a bounce
Colts.
back game.
Uh,
I can see the Jets
this
taking the
Jets Pat.
Patriots.
I want to say the Jets.
I was like, I think the Jets could do it.
Uh, Rams Saints. I have no
Oh
clue.
man,
I'd go Rams. They're both bad.
they're both bad. You said it. Finally, you said it about the Rams. Um,
No Cooper Cup.
you said it. You said it. Um, man, this one's gonna be close. I could see the Saints taking this one.
Uh, I think the Giants will take care of the Lions.
Oh yeah,
Ravens over the Panthers.
you can see that. The Cowboys Viking game is gonna be good.
That is. Uh, I think the Commanders can keep it going and beat the Texans.
Yes, I do too.
Raiders Broncos.
Should go.
I'm going
Yeah.
Raiders, dude.
I was gonna say the Raiders, man. The Raiders need this one.
Cowboys Vikings going to be really good. I'll take the Vikings though.
That's kind of where I was feeling.
I think the Bengals should beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, I don't think the Chargers have anything for Kansas City, unfortunately. Sorry, Tony.
Yeah,
You're my
it's probably
boy,
gonna go
but
Chiefs and then the 49ers on the Cardinals game.
yeah, I think I'll go 49ers too. Let's go with 53 points in that game.
With the 49ers Cardinals game?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, maybe. But it always seems like a lot till you look at some of these scores and you're like, damn.
I know.
Yep. Well, sir, thank you again for
Thank you
joining me.
guys. Appreciate you.
Wonderful week. Hopefully I'm feeling better by next week and this can be a little bit better. But out of it, got this cold flu crap, man. And you know how we all feel so great when that's gone or when that's going around. But y'all stay safe out there. As always, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, everything you do for the support. Appreciate everybody so much. Love every single one of y'all. And we'll see you next week for our week 11 recap. Take care.
Number 4.